Hello, my friends, it's Johnaroth, and today I play one more Final Fantasy villain Brawl commander before the Edge of Eternity set comes out. Today we play Zodiark, Umbral God. Zodiark, General Zod. Zodiark costs 5 black mana, and for that you get a 5/5 indestructible god, which means it is super hard to actually kill Zodiark. He can survive most removal spells, damage spells, all those types of things. And when Zodiark enters, each player sacrifices half the non-god creatures they control of their choice, rounded down. I wish it was rounded up. Whenever a player sacrifices another creature, put a +1/+1 counter on Zodiark. So the whole point of this shell is just removal, hoping that Zodiark will stay on the battlefield after all these other creatures are dead. So we have lots of removal spells, lots of board wipes like Blood on the Snow, Deadly Cover-Up, Languish, Meat Hook, Massacre, all those types of cards. The second component we have for this deck is a lot of value enchantments and ramp pieces like Mind Stone, Jet Medallion, Arcane Signet, as well as value cards like Palantir. Phyrexian Arena lets us draw more cards. Black Market Connections lets us draw cards, get treasures, creatures, etc. And then we have a lot of support planeswalkers, which is very deliberate because they do tend to stay around when you have board wipes, like Liliana of the Dark Realms, Ashiok, Professor Onyx, and Liliana Dreadhorde General. The rest of this deck is focused on some value cards that are going to either be creatures or life gain or those types of things. So from a creature perspective, we have cards like Unstoppable Slasher, Shieldred, the Apocalypse, Nighthawk Scavenger, because we're going to actually have a lot of cards in our graveyard, as well as some interesting spells that can help you win the game out of nowhere, like Corrupt, which does damage based off of the number of swamps you have. So let us take Zodiark, Umbral God, into the queue and see if indestructible equals victory. Let's go. Second game is against Urza. Or first game, sorry. This isn't exactly a fair matchup at all, but I am going to keep this hand because of the ramp that we have. Let's put down a land and pass the turn. Opponent gets out a Relic of Progenitus. Okay, for our turn, we're going to put down a land. We're going to throw out a Chrome Mox. I'm going to put the Shieldred's Edict underneath it. We're then going to cast Dark Ritual. And let's get out Nixilis Reignited. So pretty good first turn. Or second turn, I should say. We'll draw a card.
Let me show you how I work.
If we can keep Ob Nixilis on the battlefield for a couple turns, I think we'll be okay. Opponent gets out Emery, who's going to mill and get some lands, or get some artifacts in the graveyard. Okay, let's put down a swamp. I'm going to have Nixilis destroy Emery. And we're going to get down a Mind Stone here. Pass the turn. Ooh, Solemn Simulacrum Synthesizer, probably the most powerful card in his deck. Creates these huge tokens. That's going to be a problem. Let's use Nixilis to draw another card.
My conquest begins.
We did get out Liliana, so let's get her onto the battlefield. start getting some more swamps.
Address me as Queen of the Dead, please. No more games.
Gonna go for the Gate of the Black Dragon because it's a tapped land. We do have some viable threats, but Urza can win out of basically nowhere here. He's not a god, so we could get out Zodiark and kill one of them. See what our opponent does. Okay, our opponent's going to draw some more cards. Perfectly fine. Let's put down the cavern and we're going to say God. Let's get out Zodiark. He's going to have to sacrifice one of his creatures. Going to pump up Zodiark. Let's destroy his artifact. We're going to use Liliana to get another swamp.
Witness my power.
We'll keep up the Baleful Mastery. Opponent's going to draw 3 cards. Get out of Mox Amber. The Corrupt, we can actually, if we get to cast that, we can actually target our opponent's face directly, which could be huge. So use Liliana to get another swamp.
No more games.
We're going to swing in here against our opponent. Then I'm going to cast Phyrexian Arena. Draw some more cards. Opponent's going to cast Urza again before he gets out his token. Let's just go ahead and try to kill Urza. Try to remove as much mana from his pool as possible. Opponent is going to bounce Liliana back to our hand. Our opponent is tapped out here. I'm going to first use Ob Nixilis to draw another card.
Resisting me will be
Whisper. Let's get out Shieldred. Now he won't have to sacrifice his token, but that's perfectly fine. Let's swing in with Zodiark. Then we're going to cast Knight's Whisper here. Draw some more cards. I'm going to Fatal Push the token. Opponent's going to exile a card from our graveyard. Perfectly fine. This is a good game. Opponent's going to exile a card from our graveyard. Opponent's going to draw a card with the star. Cast, go for another turn. Opponent's going to start getting some serious value from the Solemn Simulacrum Synthesizer. I always struggle with saying that card. Okay, the opponent's going to bounce his frog back to his hand to get another token. Perfectly fine. How do we kill our opponent? Okay, we did draw another swamp. How much can we do with the corrupt? 7. He's at 13. There has to be a way we can do this. I don't think we're going to end up using the Toxic Deluge, so let's drop off the Toxic Deluge and kill off the Frogmite. Hopefully. There has to be a way we do this. Okay. Let's cast Blot Out to get rid of one of the tokens. Okay, our opponent's going to Swan Song that. Each opponent sacrifices a non-exile. One target creature. Let's destroy one of these tokens here. Okay, he's going to exile to draw a card.
I perfect violence.
Okay, if we attack with both, we'll definitely do 4 damage. We can do 7 with the corrupt. Oh, we're so close. We're so close. I'm going to go ahead and swing in. We have our opponent down to 3 because he did not block. Now let's cast Corrupt on his face. And win the game! Against Urza. Whew. Now that was a battle. It's good in a deck like this when you have so much removal to also have some spells that can go directly to your face, which Mono Black does have a couple, which are really good tied to based off the number of swamps you have, like Corrupt. So that was a good card to have here. Good game. Our next game is against Soul of Windgrace. Landfall, get lands back from the graveyard type deck. This hand's got a good curve, and we do have some good value. I think we try this. I do think we try this. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have like turn 1 Delighted Halfling or Llanowar Elf, but we'll see. Lord of Windgrace is a 5/4, and when he enters or attacks, you can put a land from the graveyard onto the battlefield tapped. Let's take a look at his hand and see what our opponent has. To begin, put a random land from your graveyard, Tireless Tracker, Inquisition. This is tough. I'm going to take the ripples away from him so he doesn't get that. He probably will cast Inquisition on us on our turn. Probably take either the Palantir or the Jet Medallion, which is unfortunate. So instead he's going to get the Spider out. Mill cards into the graveyard. Perfectly fine. Let's get out the Jet Medallion. I'm hoping he casts that Tireless Tracker he has in his hand with another land, in which case we will wipe the board. Gonna Inquisition us. Take away the Toxic Deluge. What we really need right here is another, what we really need is a board wipe, but I don't know if we're going to get that. I don't understand why he put down the land first if he was going to play the Tireless Tracker, but okay. We are in a little bit of trouble here, unfortunately. Enters or attacks, you can put a land from the graveyard. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Tireless Tracker, hopefully. We can kill off one of his creatures with Zodiark. Or we could get out a Solemn Simulacrum ramp and have a blocker. Or get out the Palantir and get that going. I think he's going to cast his commander on his turn, which will get him another land. I'm going to go for the Solemn Simulacrum. So we can get another land onto the battlefield and have a blocker who will give us another card when he dies. Plus, if he summons like 2 creatures in some way, a ramp and Lord Windgrace, we can kill another creature with Zodiark. Okay, so he gets out a Lotus Cobra. And Lord Windgrace. So it's our turn. Let's get out Zodiark so he has to sacrifice half of his creatures. Let's see what he sacrifices here. Yeah. That's kind of what I thought. We're going to keep up the Bitter Triumph. Gonna cast a Overlord of the Bale Merc. I wonder if he'll attack with the Soul of Windgrace. No, he will not. Okay. That Sylvan Safekeeper is a problem. I think we need to go ahead and try to kill it off. It's going to sacrifice a land to protect it. Let's go ahead and get out the Palantir. He might destroy the Palantir, but that's okay. We're just going to keep back because Zodiark can block anything, basically. We don't want lands here. We want something else. It's unfortunate. That's all we're drawing right now. Zodiark is basically keeping us safe right now in this game. Okay, he's gonna get the spider back out. Going to blow up our land so that we aren't able to draw more cards with that. That's probably a good move for him. See if he swings in with anything. He's going to swing in with both. Why are they all unblockable? That's interesting. Let's get out the one ring here. We're gonna swing in with both of our creatures. Block Zodiark with the spider. We don't need lands. Please. We have 8 trillion board wipes in this deck. Okay, our opponent just took 7 damage. So that's pretty cool. How is it that he wasn't able to be blocked this last turn? Was it... Oh, it was this Sundering Eruption that caused his creatures not to be able to block. I wasn't that familiar with that card, so that's interesting. Okay, gets back a creature that's going to allow him to play for lands from the graveyard. Renew Map Excavator, he gets out Birds of Paradise. And the Renew Map. Okay, we need a board wipe here to stay in this game. I'm gonna have to do a risky move and use the one ring, which is not good when you're down to 3 life, but we really don't have a choice. Draw Mind Stone. Let's use the One Ring again. Unfortunately, unless we draw a life gain card, we're going to die because of the One Ring, but we are going to wipe the board clean, hopefully. Actually, we might be able to win because of Zodiark's tokens. Let's see. I wonder if our opponent knows about that. And this might be... This is the moment of truth for us. We're so close to winning, but I think our opponent's going to win this game. We're so close. Have our opponent down to 2. Oh. Let's put down the Mind Stone. I don't see a way of us winning this game, quite honestly. Yeah, we've lost. Even, I mean, he can cast Windgrace, and we can kill Windgrace, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to use the Mind Stone to try to draw something that would give us... I don't know. But yeah, we're going to die to the One Ring. It's really unfortunate. We would have won this game, except for the fact we were just too low on life. But we had them on the ropes. We had drawn a removal card earlier. We definitely would have won that. So that was a very close game. Good game, Soul of Windgrace. Against Heliod. So life gain deck. I'm going to keep this hand. I'm hoping Dark Confidant can get us some card advantage here. Well, do we kill the bodyguard? I don't think so. I think we just let it be for now. Opponent swings in. Put down put down another swamp, get out the Dark Confidant. Opponent's eyeing our Dark Confidant. He probably has some sort of way to remove it. We are not blocking. Okay, so our opponent gets out Heliod. We're going to draw another card with the Dark Confidant. We're going to put down Nykthos. And let's get out the... We could just have all removal spells and keep him off base. Let's do that. Let's just kill this creature. Keep up the Heartless Act. Then let's swing in with the Dark Confidant. Keeping up the Heartless Act to remove whatever creature he does summon. Heliod is a very creature-centric deck. So he has a Righteous Valkyrie. He is... Oh, wait. We want to time this just right. He's going to gain some life. He's going to go to put a token on the Righteous Valkyrie. And here is where we're going to kill the Righteous Valkyrie. Let's draw some more cards here. Put down a swamp. Let's get out the Unstoppable Slasher. And then let's use Thoughtseize to see what he's working with in his hand. So he has a lot of stuff. I'm going to get rid of the Ajani so he can't make creatures with it. We'll swing in and hit him with the Dark Confidant. He's going to summon a Warden and a Resplendent Angel. I honestly think what we want to do here is just wipe the board. Unstoppable Slasher will come back. And we really did get a lot of good value out of the Dark Confidant already. And there's just too much value. Without having a board presence, Heliod's not really able to do much. And the cards that he currently has in his hand are not really going to benefit him without some good creature presence. We've got a Toxic Deluge to control the board if we have to, and the Solemn Simulacrum is going to ramp us. So pretty soon we'll have out our commander, and it will be game over for our opponent. So really good game. I haven't played Heliod in a long time. Good game. Thank you, my friends, for watching another one of my videos. This one featuring Zodiark, Umbral God. Zodiark is a lot of fun to play, and when you get to pull off some massive board wipes or things of that nature, and Zodiark's kind of the last creature standing, and then he gets pumped up, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I do wish his ability was rounded up, so no matter what you sacrifice to creature, because sometimes you can cast him, and if your opponent only has like one creature on the battlefield, they're not going to lose anything. I would put Zodiark at probably about a C power level, and I did get paired up against a variety of opponents, but it did include some very high powered type of decks, so I will just warn you about that if you wish to play something. It is a lot of fun, but you are going to have to experience some losses in your journey as well. The deck list is in the description below. Please don't forget to like. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please don't forget to leave a comment down below talking about Zodiark or a deck you want me to look into or something you're excited about in the Edge of Eternity's new set that's coming out. I don't really care as long as I get to talk to you, part of the Magic community. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.